there has never been a greater need for mission. In such a time as this, with natural and human-made disasters, a pandemic, loneliness, sadness, strife, and uncertainty, people need to hear the good news of Jesus Christ. God is calling us, every one of us, to mission. Mission is at the heart of the United Methodist Church. Everything we say, everything we do, and everything we believe. The General Board of Global Ministries, which includes the United Methodist Committee on Relief, UMCOR, is the mission and humanitarian relief agency of the United Methodist Church. Global Ministries connects the church in mission through programs in 4 priority areas: missionary service, evangelism and church revitalization, humanitarian relief and recovery, and global health. In each of these areas, people are responding to God's call to mission.
Hello, my name is Roland Fernandez, and I serve as General Secretary of Global Ministries in UMCOR. I'd like to share with you a few reflections on how the United Methodist Connection is advancing God's mission. Hearing about the faithful work of United Methodists all over the world, I hope that, as the author of Hebrews writes, we are encouraged to love one another and to help one another to do good deeds. More than 200 dedicated missionaries and an additional 200 nationals on mission share the love of God as expressed in the life and ministry of Jesus Christ. All over the world, they bring health services to communities, aid those affected by disaster, plant churches, and serve in countless other roles. Global Ministries' evangelism and church revitalization efforts include support for multi-ethnic ministries in the United States and mission initiatives in Asia, Africa, and Central America. These efforts seek to improve livelihoods, establish peace and justice, provide access to education, and develop strong and resilient churches and communities. Humanitarian relief and recovery efforts are more crucial than ever in a world of devastating natural disasters, the increasing damaging effects of climate change, and armed conflicts that displace thousands of people, fueling the global refugee crisis. UMCOR works diligently in the United States and all around the world to provide hope and healing to people suffering from both man-made and natural disasters. We help rebuild communities struck by tornadoes, earthquakes, and storms. In the United States, working through annual conferences, and internationally, working through the United Methodist Church and other ecumenical partners. We also have a long history of ministry and advocacy for refugees and displaced populations. We continue this important ministry today, working with those uprooted by war and civil conflicts, such as the war in Ukraine, and those at the US border, supporting their resettlement. Global Health Ministries helps develop health infrastructures to enable vulnerable communities to overcome preventable diseases, malnutrition, and lack of access to medical services. We also seek to address maternal and newborn health concerns and improve clean water and sanitation. And as natural disasters from climate change and environmental degradation become more severe and more frequent, Global Ministries strives to address challenges facing God's creation, promoting environmental sustainability to projects that stress renewable energy sources. In Africa, the Yambusa Agriculture Initiative has continued to expand, using local land resources and training farmers on best practices with the goal of establishing income streams that support both local communities and the church. As we look to the future, peace and justice work will continue to grow as a focus for us as we confront violence, discrimination, and inequities in our global community. The church must be a voice for those whose voices cannot be heard. Hebrews tells us to hold fast to the hope we confess without wavering, rooted in the promises of our faithful God. In such a time as this, when so much seems uncertain, we rely on the grace of God and the power of the United Methodist Connection to make an impact for the mission of the church. Together, we are strong, and our work is reaching more people in more places than ever before. Thank you for supporting our work with prayer, volunteer work, and financial support. Together, we join hands and hearts to respond to God's call to mission as we spur each other on towards love and good deeds.